Hi folks, every year in India, 1500 to 2000 films are released in more than 20 languages, which is more than any other country in the world. And behind these films are involved thousands of filmmakers, technicians and producers' hard work. But still, Indian movies have never won Oscars. Why? Are our filmmakers not capable of making an Oscar-worthy film, or our actors and technicians does not deserve it? This is what this video is going to be about. So let's quickly jump into the video.
And the Oscar goes to...
There are many reasons for Indian movies to be not winning an Oscar, and we have categorized those reasons into these 4 parts in this video. So let's talk about these 4 points. So the first question that strikes my mind is, who is Oscars for? So the Academic Awards or the Oscars is mainly focused on American films and the people who are involved in making of American films. There are 24 categories in which the Oscars are given, like the Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Original Score, etc. Among these 24 categories, there is only one category in which Indian movies could participate for nominations, which is Best International Feature Film. In this category, last year 93 countries made their participation. In the past, India has been nominated for 3 times in this category, for Mother India, Salaam Bombay and Lagan. But sadly, none of those films won. But we all know A.R. Rahman has won Oscars not once but twice. So Indians like A.R. Rahman, Bhanu Athaiya and Russell Pooty brought the Golden Lady to India by winning the Oscars by working in Hollywood films. But if we talk about Indian movies have never won Oscars. But India produces such good quality films in such large quantity, then don't you think India should have won at least a few Oscars? So the answer to this question is in the second part of this video. So the jury members of Oscars don't go on searching for top films, but for a movie to reach Oscars are run big campaigns, and the screening of the film is done across the globe in different film festivals like the Cannes Film Festival, Berlin Film Festival and the Venice Film Festival. By doing so, the film gets the popularity if the film is good, and that increases the chances of film getting nominated in the Oscars, and that needs good amount of money to be spent, and many deserving films production houses could not afford it. Like the Marathi film Shwas. So the producers of this film could not afford to screen this movie in different film festivals. Although Amitabh Bachchan did financially support this film, Shwas got ranked 6th, which means this film failed to get nominated just by 1 rank. So ultimately, the budget of promotion of a particular film also matters. So up to now, we have talked about the external conditions and the situations due to which we could not win Oscars. Now let's talk about the mistakes that we have made, and let's move towards the third part of this video. For the nominations of the Best International Feature Film, every country could send their best film. And from India, this work is done by FFI, Film Federation of India. And how good are they in their job? That I'm not sure about. Like if we talk about 2013's Oscars, film Barfi was the Indian submission for Oscars. Barfi was a decent film, no doubt, but many scenes in Barfi was copied from international classics.
Let's listen to Anurag Basu's defense as well, who's the director of Barfi. He, however, claims that he didn't live from Hollywood classics, but was only inspired by them.
Like this scene has been plagiarized from 1952 Gene Kelly hit Singing in the Rain.
And this sequence is straight off from Charlie Chaplin's 1917 short film The Adventurer. In fact, Basu seems greatly inspired by Chaplin. This shot is a lift from Buster Keaton's 1922 comedy classic, and this is not at all accepted in the Oscars, and those movies get directly rejected. And if I know this, I'm sure FFI must also know this. Again, if we talk about 2020's Oscars, Gully Boy was made submission from India for the nominations, and Gully Boy is inspired, copied or similar to Eminem's 8 Mile. And if we talk about 2020, we had such better options which could have been submitted for the nominations, like Super Deluxe, Kumbalangi Nights, Vada Chennai, Ratchasan, Andhadhun, which could have at least been in the race. And the second thing is, FFI most of the time sends Bollywood films for submission when we could clearly see that regional language films are giving more original and content movies. And if after listening to this RRR strikes your mind, then that is the reason that we are not winning Oscars. And sometimes among all these things, we forget to think, do we really need Oscars? Which brings us to the fourth and the last part of this video, do we actually need Oscars? So the answer to this question is a no and a yes. No, because the biggest award an art could win is the heart of the audience. So no, because Indian filmmakers make films with target audiences Indians and Indian mindset. Whereas in Oscars in the jury there are mostly foreigners, and for them it is very difficult to connect or relate to our tradition, culture and social issues. So for our good films, our appreciations matter more than their validation. So if you like a movie, then the movie is good, and if you don't like the movie, then. But on the other side, when a film wins Oscars, the whole world looks at that particular film industry. Like many of us watched the film Parasite after it won the Oscars, thereby increasing our attention towards other Korean films and dramas. And we cannot neglect the fact that winning Oscars actually makes the whole country proud. So in conclusion, I would only say Indian films doesn't win Oscars. This statement itself is improper. I hope you liked the video. Make sure to press the like button if you did like it. Share with us the movie that has won even bigger award than the Oscars, your heart. And for more such filmy baate, subscribe to our channel Filmy Baat, and I will meet you in the next video. Bye.